To a story you'll see only on 4. Parents in the Lakeshore Central School District are speaking out tonight, demanding officials do something to ensure their electric school buses are heated.
Those parents allege bus drivers are turning down the heat or turning it off completely to save battery life. Our Rob Petrie has more. Rob.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Dave and Kelsey. You know, this comes on the heels of a statewide mandate that requires all new school bus purchases in New York to be electric by 2027. But that's not what has Lakeshore parents upset, though. It's what their kids told them when they got home from the bus and the alleged inaction on the part of the district that has them speaking out tonight.
They struggle with the heat. They struggle with getting to school, getting home from school in a timely manner.
Parents in the Lakeshore Central School District tell me they are outraged after their children came home and told them their school bus had no heat. Some claim it's the bus drivers who are allegedly turning the heat down or in some cases completely off to try to save the bus's battery from dying.
Some of those kids are on there for, upwards of a half hour or more while the bus makes its route. There's no reason that the kid should freeze for all that time.
My grandson came home from school last week when it was 23 degrees, and he said they didn't have heat. He came in cold. And I told him, I said, well, isn't the bus, warm? And he said, no, they can't put the heat on because it drains the battery.
We reached out to the Lakeshore Central School District, who's aware of the concerns, and issued News 4 the following statement saying, in part, quote, district procedures are that heat remains on for the full duration of student transportation. All routes are planned so that the electric bus battery capacity is more than sufficient to support both the route and continuous heating, even in winter weather. The New York State Energy Research and Development Committee is tasked with facilitating the state's transition to all-electric school buses by 2035. Their website saying, quote, while battery range can decrease in cold weather, they are still sufficient to complete operations on most local bus routes. However, not everyone we spoke with agrees.
They're living in New York City, which is also la la land, because this is a city-centric mandate. This might work in New York City where the bus routes may be a quarter of a mile to a mile long and gas stations are hard to come by in a city that's so overcrowded and developed. That's not the case on the rest of New York, whether you're on Long Island or upstate.
That was Republican State Senator Alexis Wyke, who's sponsoring legislation to give school districts the choice of which buses they want to buy.
We're going to be pushing hard because our schools are really stressing hard about the cost and the ability to meet this mandate in time.
Meanwhile, fellow Republican State Senator Patrick Gallivan from Western New York also weighing in on the bill, which he's also sponsoring, issuing a statement that superintendents should be the one to make that choice, saying, quote, given the state's recently adopted 15-year energy plan, this issue and other all-electric mandates and policies must be re-examined to ensure they align. Now, the bill has been introduced, but it's yet to be assigned to a committee. The senator says she hopes to have it considered after the start of session in January. Live here in studio, Rob Petrie, News 4.